What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here. This is episode 2 of my Forza Motorsport playthrough. Last episode, you saw we finished the introduction cup with the Builders Cup intro series. Next, we're just going to start jumping into a bunch of races here. I know there's a whole lot of stuff to do here, and I'd like to pretty much do all of it. I don't know if that's really possible, but we're going to try my best to just play as much as I can, make as much money as we can, and see what we can do. Use as many free cars as we can as well. We're going to jump into the regular playthrough. Jump into the Builders Cup.
Modern high-performance hatchbacks have evolved into serious street and track weapons.
Now, what are we going to do for a car? We're definitely going to use a free car. I don't want to use anything I have to pay for just because I'd like to save as many credits for everything else. Is there a way to click own? But I guess that we have to purchase. That we'd have to purchase. We'd have to buy the Vauxhall. I'd love to drive that because we don't have those here in Canada. Subi looks quick, but we just use a Subi, so I have to buy it. I have to pay for it anyways. But it only looks like we have this Forza Edition Veloster, which doesn't seem bad, so we're going to go with that. It actually seems quite competitive. Oh, no. Oh, so I have to buy a car. Alright, well there's that. Alright, never mind. I said I want to use the Vauxhall, so I guess we're going to go with the Vauxhall. I believe the car was blue, the Subaru, so we're going to go with a nice red for this car. I think I made a bunch of credits from doing the races as well yesterday, but I think that's from the career mode for the most part. Alright, it looks like we can upgrade the car right away, so we're just going to do that for fun, just so we can do that. Alright, we're going to start practicing what happens. So what I was saying before is, I don't know how much money I really want to put into this game, just because I'm not sure how much I plan on actually playing it, but I think I might be, so... Oh, a lot more on the brakes. Alright, and this lap is sprints, but we'll see what we can do on Laguna Seca. Brake early. Oh, this car likes to shift to the right. This car kind of sucks. Gonna be honest with you, maybe it's just because I'm used to the Subaru after being all upgraded afterwards. Shifting a little too early, that's not great, but probably don't have to. It being front wheel drive, I'm assuming this car. We're gonna try my best to let the nose dip in so we can get as much grip as we can in the front and let the rear rotate. I did do a small upgrade like you guys saw, but we'll see how that actually helps me. This is like the scariest corner on the track, is this one here coming up to the actual corkscrew. A lot of people don't like the corkscrew, they think that's the scariest. I think that corner is because you have to be so committed to it. The corkscrew is scary because if you do mess it up, it is kind of a bad day. Oh, yeah, and then I go off track there. But no penalty, which is crazy. We'll see how we do for lap time here. I think I could definitely get the targeted lap time. I just made definitely a couple too many mistakes, but I can figure. This car, we definitely have to brake as much as we can. I don't think it's going to take us another 10 seconds to get to this line, especially after pick up some speed. So it looks like we're going to get the lap time. We did by 5 seconds, which was pretty crazy. So that means I don't know if the difficulty's too low, but that is what it is. But we're going to jump into the race right after I finish all this, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so we're going to jump into the race. I just finished up practice. Now this is the fun part. Oh wow, it's saying I should absolutely blow the water out of these people. So I'm not going to be too cocky. I think I'm going to do kind of what I did last race. I want to be on the inside, so we'll do 15th. It still says first place. It says we're supposed to absolutely blow these people out of the water. I don't know if that's how true that is, but we'll see. This car is actually kind of a lot of fun. You really do need to what's it called, trail brake in it to get it to really rotate. But my problem is, if you see the way I'm holding the controller, I can't really modulate the brake. It's more or less just hitting the brakes, and then that's pretty much it. One day I'll have like a cam of some sort showing you how I play, but I can't really do it any other way. Try to get on the inside here just so we can sneak our way right down the inside here. Hopefully I didn't cut the track. Hopefully we're okay. No penalty for the collision there either, which is pretty great. This right is a little bit slower, but if you're gonna go wide and throw me off track, that's great too. This one is a little bit quicker of a right-hander. You can kind of throw it in just a little bit more. The car really shows you like what it wants, especially when you hit the brakes and you turn at the same time. You can really see it like wanting to jack up. It's kind of a funky looking thing. I was way off the apex there. The problem is I'm also following the computer, like watching how they're moving, so that's not a good thing either. This corner, I also said that is scary. I've been kind of, as you can see by the way I went on those guys, I've been feeling a lot more confident in it. This corner, yeah, this corner is spooky as well. I was doing a race on Gran Turismo for one of the weekly challenges, and that corner was giving me a hell of a time. I was in one of the old Porsches, and it was very, very snappy. If I could ever, that car did not. Yeah, it just does not. Yeah, but anyways, that car was stupid. But we're not driving that car. We're driving this Vauxhall right now, which I'm kind of enjoying. I just kind of have to pay attention a little bit more. That last corner, you really need to brake for it. I think it's the weight in the car and the fact that it's understeering like crazy right now. So, gotta pay attention for that corner there. Get the undercut maybe on them. Let's get the outside here. Maybe we can power out and just get around them. But they're gonna over brake, so that's good. We're just gonna try to catch up everybody here. Seems like first place is just about past over there. This Mini Cooper is giving us a hard time driving too slow. And now since we bumped him, he gets a little bit of a bump draft and he's gonna get away. But we're gonna have a little bit more power, a little bit more drive than he does. I don't know if third gear is the right gear for this corner, but I feel like second is also gonna be a little too short for this corner. We're in fourth place. I'm gonna try to. First place is like literally in sight, so I think we can catch him here. Kill ourselves in this corner. That was a great little move I made there. Thank God he actually gave me space, and we made up a ton of time. If we could just get some grip so I can power out of this corner, that was literally on the edge of grip. This car is just odd with the gearing. I don't know if I'm at the right gear or not, but we're just gonna not dive on the Veloster, but we're gonna dive on this Mini Cooper, and we have first place in sight. Now I don't know if I should have started closer in last place since I'm gonna catch him pretty much here. But like I said, I don't know if I should raise the difficulty either. Maybe that's a possibility as well, starting so far back and being able to catch the guy in first. But then again, this is my playthrough. I'm just kind of having fun with it and see what we can do. Again, I'm still very green with this controller, so I feel like it's not going to be the easiest to get away with some things. But we should just be able to run away with it. I'm going to catch you guys at the end of this race when we're finished. I don't want to bore you guys too much with the rest of this lap unless something special happens here. Alrighty, so that's the end of the race there. Literally right after I stopped talking to you guys at the end of lap 2 there, I almost wrecked it, and I almost threw myself into absolutely through the raceway, but I would have probably ended up catching the Mini Cooper behind me, just because I was faster, just in general. That's why I didn't absolutely blow them away. Clearly, whatever, I'm just rambling. We're just gonna jump into the next race here. As you can tell by my driver level from last episode, I think it was like level 4. That shows you like just how much of the practice I was doing. Not like a whole ton. I probably drove like another hour or so afterwards. Kind of have fun with the whole free play aspect where it keeps swapping stuff for you. 14,000 credits. I don't know if that's a whole lot, but it's something. So the cool thing about this game as well is there's a lot more different tracks than in Gran Turismo. Oh, that was me adjusting my headset there. There's a lot more tracks than in different tracks than in Gran Turismo. Not that there's more. Maybe there is, I don't know, but there's a lot different ones. So I like tracks like Lime Rock, VIR, I've never actually driven on, just for the fact that I've never had Oh, big braking zone here. Oh. Alright, so we're definitely not going to get the fastest lap on this lap, which is fine. So I'm kind of learning all of these tracks like now. Like I always heard the names of these tracks, especially from guys doing like time attack and stuff like that in the States, but I've never actually like really seen footage or driven on them, so I don't really know what to expect really from them. So this is all new to me. That's why if you see some crazy lines coming from me, it's really I don't know where I'm going. I'm just trying to figure out as we go, and that's kind of why I also have the braking line on as well, just to like tell me like where to actually brake. But it looks like we'll get away with it. We're not gonna. We might actually even beat the lap. Now I might have to raise the difficulty if we beat it here, especially. We're not gonna beat it here. That's fine. We'll get it in this lap here because I'm not gonna. Because as long as we don't absolutely send it off the track on turn 1 like we did last lap, we definitely should be able to make that second or so. Anyways, I'm gonna get that lap and I'll see you guys in the race. Alrighty, just like that, we are done practice. I almost died again. The one thing I'm gonna have to pay attention really a lot to is turn 1. Is the turn 1. I keep braking way too late, and even on my last run, thank God I got the time on the second run, or else I would have had to do a whole another lap, and that would not have been fun. But we're gonna go to the race. I don't really have to check anything. It still says I should be in first no matter what position. Oh, when we get down there, it kind of changes. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start in 15th. We can see that's... I'm getting kind of nervous. What's the difference between... We're going to start in 14th. Just because, I don't know. This track I really don't know. It seems like a lot of fun. It's just a big... It's kind of like a big oval almost. Just... It tricks you a little bit. But... Yeah, so to explain like the whole braking thing, I kind of feel like I should try to explain it. So since like if you have seen other videos, you can tell like I only have one hand. So to do most of this stuff, I kind of like just shove the controller into like my left thigh to like get the braking. Let's get this race started, and here we go. I don't think we'll be overpowering any of these guys, but we are somehow, some way. But basically, I'm just kind of like steering with my left hand on the stick. Definitely third gear this turn. I'll try to pay attention just a little bit. I'm so used to second gear because I keep going off track and having to be nice to stay on the track, Lucas, especially when no one was there to bother you. But essentially that's what I have to do for my braking. That's kind of why I can't really modulate the braking. That's why I kind of do want a wheel set up, just so I have something to like drive a little bit more proper, but I think we'll live for now. I'm gonna let that Mini Cooper absolutely dive on that forward. I don't know how he ended up braking, but I guess because he hit that guy with the brake himself. So I'm kind of happy starting 14th. It's kind of difficult to catch up to these guys. This Mini Cooper's giving me kind of a hassle. We have 6 laps, so I have quite a bit of time to catch up, so it's kind of not too bad. It gives them also a lot of time to run away, but we'll see what happens. There you go. Turn it nice there. Get a good exit. Try to lift and turn it around this Renault over here. He's driving kind of slow. From what I understand, you can kind of commit quite a bit into these corners if you turn in early enough. You can carry quite a lot of speed in these, like, I guess, lower powered cars. It's just the cars in front of you aren't committing as hard as you are, so you kind of have to pay attention. Let's get around this Renault. It kind of looks like a Dodge from the back of it, to be honest. It looks like similar taillights. Let's get off the grass because that's going to happen. Big save. Thank God we have 4 more laps essentially, or else that would have been unfortunate. I think we still have time to catch up. Not too worried. A little bit of a cut, but I guess the game doesn't think that was a cut, which is kind of good on me. Uphill, the gravity's kind of fighting against you and helps you grip up. Or I guess it's help fighting with you. Alright, now we're up against this Mini Cooper. Same guy as before. I think we're going to be able to catch him. We're definitely able to get him. I think I might raise the difficulty. I'm not too sure. I might finish this cup first and then raise the difficulty just to get this over with. And then next episode, we'll come out a little bit higher difficulty, get a little bit more done and stuff like that. But we're going to finish this last lap off camera just so I don't have to bore you with another lap. And I'll see you guys when I'm back. Alright, as you can see, I made a couple mistakes, and we managed. I had to rewind a little bit. I'm not gonna go in a race. I kind of bitched out. I rewinded it, just because I kind of pissed myself off. Literally, as I said bye, I threw myself into the wall, and I was like, I'm not gonna throw this out of here just because I wasn't paying attention. So we ended up winning that race. Rewinds or no rewinds, we did it. But I think we just hit level 10 for driver level. I don't know if that really does anything for you. Oh, you get stuff. That's cool. Next, what else did I get? We got what looks like a Lewis Hamilton kit. Oh, we get a bunch of stuff. Oh, it's a bunch of suits. That's awesome. That's kind of cool. I wonder if there's anywhere to look to see what you get at what lap. That's cool. Alright. Alrighty. So, I did upgrade the car just a little bit. Again, the random generator of the upgrade of parts. Well, this is interesting. Rain. I haven't done any rain yet, so this should spice things up a bit. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I do quite like Watkins Glen. It is on Gran Turismo. I did a little bit of driving with it. I also did it a little bit in a set of courses with my buddy. So we'll see how I can do here. I think I kind of know what I'm doing. I don't really know, but I'm just gonna pay attention to the braking zones and try to hit them as well as I can. Not go off course, hopefully, but you know, that just comes with the territory. Walking Glen is one of those courses that's kind of like pretty legendary, I'd say. It's pretty crazy. I'd love to drive on these tracks one day. It's not really possible living in Canada. It's quite difficult getting to these tracks and finding a way to actually be able to drive on them, let alone. This is like the famous chicane, I guess you would call it. It's so like wonderful when you do it right. I didn't even hit it that well, but it still felt fantastic. Look at that! It's such a like well-designed track. I might even be able to get the time in this lap. I think I'm driving quite well. I think I'm driving well enough to be able to get it. But thank God also that my tires are up to par for this rain. It's not just spinning like an absolute champion. It looks like I'm going to get the lap almost 10 seconds ahead of the target lap time. More than 10 seconds actually. It's fine. Anyways, we're gonna jump into the oh god, warning. Anyways, we're gonna finish up here, and then I'm gonna see you guys in the race. And now here we are again in this position. I'm guessing it's gonna say yeah, last place. I didn't like what happened last race, so we're just gonna go back into 14th. I think that's a safe position. You get quite a amount of credits, but I'm also guaranteed almost the first place. It gives me like a bunch of cars to pass, and I'm seemingly more or less passing them, like the guy in first place, more or less on the last, like the second last lap. But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I really like this car. It looks pretty cool, actually. Of course, they don't sell them in Canada, and I also heard like a lot of poor things about Vauxhalls in Europe. Watching a lot of other guys saying that Vauxhalls aren't really the greatest cars, but neither are. I mean, they're not. Why are you hitting the brakes on the straight line? I mean, I feel like there's a lot worse cars you can get. I heard a lot of bad things about Renaults as well, actually. It's unfortunate because I really do like them. I think they are really cool looking cars. Especially the Megans. I heard they are fairly quick though, besides the reliability issues. A little bit slippery. Not crazy, but it is a little bit slippery on the corners. I'm trying to get as go as quick as I can on these little guys. I'm trying to get past as many people as I can early on, just so I don't have to worry about them. I can make a little bit, couple lap times. Get like put some proper laps down to catch the guys in first, because they are kind of just sitting traffic at this point. I definitely have to be in third gear for that corner, but fourth gear kind of helped me with just I guess traction. But we're gonna put myself back in third gear. Most of it is third gear for the most part, just kind of like Lime Rock last race. It was mainly all third gear. We also still are on only lap 1, so maybe I should have put myself a little bit more back. I feel like I'm going to catch them. Like before lap 3, I think I should be able to catch first place. We'll see what happens. I do wish I could see like how far away like everyone is. That would be very helpful, like seconds wise, so I kind of know where I am in comparison, especially to first place. That's one thing. I don't know why there's no leaderboard. Maybe I have to add it. I'm not too sure. Maybe there's a couple widgets you have to add into what's going on. I am getting quite comfortable-ish on the controller. Not completely, but I'm figuring it out. But this whole like car level up thing, it got a lot of. Oh, there comes the rain right there. You can see me sliding there. The car level thing got quite a bit of flack when the game came out. I kind of like it for the whole like it really like makes me like I don't know, makes like a little tism in me go a little crazy seeing all like the flashing things and the upgrading stuff without seemingly not like I'm doing anything. I broke quite earlier because the rain looks like it's getting a little bit stronger. It didn't really have to, but it kind of worked out in the end. Yeah, so I probably definitely should have started a little bit farther back, seeing as I'm most likely going to catch him just before or right after this lap ends here. Absolutely nuts, my little brain of mine. Why does the game do that? You get like in the slipstream and it doesn't let you turn. It's kind of a weird feeling. I don't know if that's like realistic at all. And like that, the race is over. The rain got quite harsh right at the end, but we absolutely ran away with it. You can see like I think the lap I finished by 20-ish seconds ahead of the end of the race. Again, these are tracks that I've never really driven on ever, so forgive me for trying to, especially tracks like this, especially oval tracks. I never drive on oval tracks. That is something as I might be Canadian, but oh, that's a mess. That was a little bit of a mess, but we'll try to fix that up a bit and change it up. This track is going to be fast, I feel like. Reminds me a lot of no, I can't think of the other track that's in Gran Turismo that's basically an oval. I can't remember the name of it. I'm really bad with oval tracks, especially tracks in America that aren't like Laguna Seca, or I guess I know quite a bit of tracks. There's more like any of the oval tracks I do not know at all. I'm also guessing braking zones and what gear I should be into turns. This car is not too bad in third gear. Third gear is kind of like an all-round gear for the most part. That sun is so realistic. That is absolutely insane. It's actually blinding me. I can't believe it. But the whole mini-map, is kind of my saving grace at the moment, helping me with seeing exactly where I'm going, preparing myself basically for the turns up to come. But yeah, are we even close to that time? We'll see. We can fly into this corner here. Carry a lot of speed into this corner. We're not going to do what we did before. We're actually going to come out of this corner, not into the wall. It's going to be close if we do get it, but we have a lot of time to improve, which is good, and I do end up getting it. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the race after I'm done this practice and getting these points for the car. It thinks perhaps going to blow it out of the water, so we're going to start in, we're going to go in 15th for another couple hundred credits, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm crazy. I can definitely feel the brake upgrade also in this car coming into this track today. Go on the outside here. I don't know if that was a good move, but it was kind of just an open. A little bit of an opening there. I don't want to get a penalty right away. Kind of pushed that guy off, but it didn't hit him, so the game does not count it. These two are fighting like crazy, so I think we can get past them there. Oh, level up, level 13. As an Italian, that is a lucky number. I'm definitely getting a penalty here. Wow, no penalty. I must have penalties off or something. But I absolutely murdered them. I definitely, yeah, I did not get a good segment score just because I absolutely collided with those people. Now that I'm seeing it's a 5-lap race, I definitely should have put myself farther back. I would have definitely made more positions, especially off the beginning. It's not really hard. It's later, like farther up position is hard to pass. At the beginning, here you can kind of just do that. It's kind of nice. So I got quiet there. I'm kind of driving like a moron. The car does not. It's weird. The car feels so heavy sometimes. But yeah, I definitely could have started later with this with the position we're in. I'm thinking lap 3, we're definitely gonna be in first place, and that's gonna be pretty much it. So it looks like next cup, we're gonna raise the difficulty. I'm gonna raise it just nicely up by 1. We'll see what happens. We're probably gonna catch this guy before the end of the 3rd lap, which is kind of crazy. We're into the 2nd. That guy gives it a little bit of a tap just to let it rotate, I think. Or I guess a computer, we'll call him. Not really a guy. And the computer's kind of rough. They really wanna like hit you and stuff. It's kind of odd. Yeah, if the computer wasn't absolutely useless, we would have been fine. We would have been screwed. But we did it. We managed to win this race again. I'm definitely going to have to bump up the difficulty. It is getting way too easy now. But we're going to jump into practice here. Yeah, so we're going to be right. Well, the car feels way better already. It likes to turn in a lot. I don't know if they did like a sway bar upgrade or something, but it definitely likes to turn in way more. Power I don't really notice. One other thing I'm going to have to change in the settings area is the mile per hour. I'm going to switch that to kilometers per hour. Just for my Canadian brain. Could have braked a little bit early, I feel. I would have had a little better of a line coming out of that corner. This track I wouldn't say I know. Like, I'm not an expert on the track, but it's, I at least know the layout of the track is what I'm trying to get at. You're going to want to go over here. Oh, they count that as an off track. Okay, so we're going to have to be careful with that. No penalty, though, so that's interesting. Oh, would you look at that? I don't know this track, because this is not the layout I was thinking of. This is a shorter version. Okay. Or it's a slightly different layout. I don't know where we're going to be going with it. But I don't know how it's almost a 2-minute lap without the full length, unless the circuit itself is quite long in general. Because isn't it just right here? Or oh, I broke way too late. Roll it. Hopefully I don't get. Oh, I got a penalty. Hopefully that penalty is added to this. Lap. We'll do better this lap here. Because I absolutely murdered that lap there. Not good at all. I still got the bonus, so there's that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I was right. We're just going to jump ourselves into 20th. Let's start this race and get it going. I think this is the last race of the series as well. And then after that, we're going to end it for the episode, and then we'll go from there. The volume just got drastically louder as I was driving, so We're just going to do a little bit of a dive over here. Broke a little too much, and now we're back basically where we started, so we kind of did nothing there. So we're going to have to kind of fight for our positions back. Hopefully not let first place run away with it too much. Try not to go off course. Get a nice little run out of this corner here. Hopefully we can get a couple positions here. We do. We might be able to get one more with the Subaru right here. This is a decent braking zone. Car stopped, thank God. One other car went off track, looked like a Megane or something, like a Renault or something, but we're pushing this Renault over here as well. He's way off the line, so we're going to take that. Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Just come right into me. Don't worry about me. Very smart AI we have here. That was pretty good. Not perfect, but better than I've been doing all day. We're going to slide right into this position right here. Let that rip. We're into 6th position, first lap, so I could have probably started in last. So that tells me two things. Again, I think I've been reiterating. We definitely have to raise the difficulty. And we'll get more points from raising difficulty as well, which is nice. We're going to do a nice dive on this guy. Brake where it tells me to brake, or else I'm going to overshoot the corner like I almost already did. I wonder if the aesthetics actually do anything to the car as well. Oh, we have one of me in front, no wonder. Oh, that would have ruined the car. 3. We have 3 more going. Overshot that corner just a little bit, but I think we should still keep first with that. Alright, we have first place, and I don't want to bore you guys for the rest of the episode. So we're going to jump right back in when I finish this race, and we can have our final thoughts afterwards. And just like that, that is the final race of the episode for the, I think, I forgot what the cup is called. It's part of the Builders Cup series. I forgot the name of it. We get an achievement as well. Built, not bought. Hell yeah, brother. Perfect event. Perfect series. I think I'm technically the highest upgraded car as well, which is kind of poopy to look at. But yeah, so that's also why I probably did this well, because I upgraded my car so consistently throughout the series. But like that, we get the trophy, and I think we get a decent chunk of change as well from it. We got a pretty decent chunk of change from the actual race itself. Race finish, yeah. In the practical performance, okay, we got 15,000 credits, which is pretty great. So right there, that was the practical performance series, or the cup for the Builders Cup. Where did I click? I don't think I clicked anything. Anyways, we're going to be, next episode, we're going to go built for sport. I don't know what car we're going to pick. I don't know what is options for that car. We have so much more still. We have literally all of these to do. We get I don't know if we get a car or anything at the end of it. I know Gran Turismo. You do? Yeah, you have to, I think, win a couple series in the first one to like get to these. But I want to like go in order, finish them all. I'm going to slowly build up the difficulty so we can actually get some more interesting races instead of me just running away with it at the end. But that's the end of episode 2. Can't wait for episode 3 to come out soon. I don't know when I'm going to start uploading these and in what order still. I haven't even started editing episode 1 yet. Might do that tonight. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.